Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll start with brief prayer. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Thank you for taking your time to listen to this session. So today in our mantra meditation circle, we'll talk about a topic of IQ, EQ, and SQ, and extra edge of spirituality. So many today, when somebody needs to recruit in a company some students to a job, they conduct different kinds of tests that are really testing the mental ability. So these are done usually to assess somebody's IQ, intelligent quotient, thinking that somebody with high IQ can make the company successful. But in modern times, we're observing that people are looking for uh, commodities that are cheap and at the same time of high quality, and that will be delivered in a shortest amount of time, quickly delivery, like this Amazon Prime. Next day delivery, Amazon Price, 2 day delivery, Amazon Price, same day delivery, like that. So, but people are looking for that cheap cost, high quality, and then deliver in the shortest amount of time. So, because of this, there is cutthroat competition among the providers or the companies providing different products and services. So, in a manager of a company might have a high IQ, but still, people are often leaving due to high workload or for being mistreated like that. So there is research done on why people quit, and it's understood that people quit due to a low emotional quotient EQ in the leaders and managers of the company. So uh, there's a uh, there's a great problem in Fortune 500 companies today in USA, where they have a problem with retaining employees. That means employees are leaving soon enough after they are given jobs like that. So they found out with the research that this is because the managers and leaders are treating people just like factors in a equation, not like a human being, just like a factors in equation, like a commodity basically. Someone, let us say, take an example. Someone met an accident and they come to work, and the manager immediately asks them, how did the assignment go, when are you going to submit that, instead of wishing well, instead of asking what happened, how is he doing now after the accident, like that. So the net so the boss behavior of a boss like this is a reflection of a low emotional quotient, low EQ. So the net result is failure, because the employees will go away. So bosses uh, are emotionally sensitive. If they're not emotionally sensitive, that means if they don't have high EQ, emotional quotient, even if they're very highly qualified academically, that doesn't help. But at the same time, if bosses are really emotionally sensitive, even if they're not highly qualified academically, then they bring success to the companies. There are several books discussing an emotional quotient these days. That is, Robert Cooper is one such author. So basically, it is well understood that apart from IQ, intelligent quotient, we also need emotional quotient, EQ. But now it is also being understood there's a higher importance of SQ, spiritual quotient also. So the examples of somebody with a higher SQ, or some qualities that are represented by someone with high SQ, spiritual quotient, are like ability to tolerate difficulties, dangers, insults, ability to remain cheerful and have like Buddha like smile, even when all things are falling apart, and even if there is an acute crisis also. and also to treat everyone equally and fairly, and be considerate of others. And these kind of qualities are counted in spiritual quotient SQ. Now there are several American and Japanese industries have been focused on spiritual quality, spiritual quotient SQ as well. Earlier they were only focusing on IQ and EQ. So, for example, those superiors or leaders who are willing to listen to subordinates due to high spiritual quotient about the suggestions that employees are giving, or about criticism employees are giving, without offering any resistance while they're receiving the feedback. And that brings greater success to company because of the high SQ in such leaders and managers. Similarly, bosses who also keep an eye on the welfare employees, like mothers and parents do, are able to hold the employees for longer periods of time, bringing long and enduring success for the company. So chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra we are doing brings very high spiritual SQ, spiritual quotient SQ in individuals, and brings such wonderful qualities like we were discussing. And then some of the good qualities that will come with high spiritual quotient through chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra are humility, tolerance, compassion, appreciating nature. When somebody can see the good in others, like that. And one with a high spiritual quotient brings long and enduring success. Of, yeah, oftentimes we see that people are very eager to put forward their ideas, but they put deaf ears for others' ideas and others' opinions, like that. That's why conflicts come in the world. But person with high SQ has maturity to listen patiently to others, and then when presenting their own opinions and ideas, they can present in a detached manner, and they're willing to consider what is the best opinion and go for it for ultimate success. These are some of the noble qualities achieved with high spiritual quotient. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra not only helps us to come close to God, to attain love of God, but also at a very practical level helps an individual to develop deep sense of maturity due to high spiritual quotient. Um, and they become very productive and capable leader of society also, bringing happiness to one and all. Many researches are being done on how path of spirituality can aid one's material path also. In fact, people in modern times, even with high wealth, great education, are committing suicide due to negative qualities like inferiority, superiority complex, depression, stress, tension, lack of tolerance. But all these can be overcome by sincerely chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So please remember to chant daily. Thank you so much for your time. Hare Krishna.